Minneapolis, Minnesota, August 28, 2025. 2 children were killed and 17 others injured Wednesday morning when a gunman opened fire during Mass at Annunciation Catholic Church and School in South Minneapolis. Authorities have identified the shooter as 23-year-old Robin M. Westman, a former student at the school, who died by suicide at the scene. The shooting erupted around 8:30 a.m. as students, teachers, and parishioners gathered for one of the first school masses of the year. Police said Westman fired multiple rounds through the church's stained glass windows, striking children seated in pews and elderly members of the congregation. 2 students, ages 8 and 10, were pronounced dead at the scene. 14 other children and 3 parishioners in their 80s were wounded but are expected to survive, hospital officials said. Shooter identified. Westman, a transgender woman and Minneapolis resident, had attended Annunciation as a child and lived near the parish. Her mother previously worked at the school. Investigators say she legally purchased the 3 firearms used in the attack: a rifle, a shotgun, and a handgun. In the hours before the shooting, Westman posted online videos and a manifesto that authorities described as hateful and erratic. The content included anti-Catholic and anti-Semitic rhetoric, references to past mass shooters, and extremist political slogans. Federal agents removed the material shortly after the attack. Federal investigation. The FBI confirmed it is investigating the massacre as an act of domestic terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. This was not only a brutal attack on innocent children and worshippers, it was an assault on a faith community, said FBI Minneapolis Special Agent in charge Alvin Winston. We are treating it with the utmost seriousness. Community and leaders respond. Hundreds gathered Wednesday night for a candlelight vigil, filling a nearby school gymnasium with prayers, songs, and grief. Archbishop Bernard Hebda of the Archdiocese of St. Paul and Minneapolis led a moment of silence for the victims. Governor Tim Walz called the shooting a tragedy that strikes at the heart of Minnesota families, while Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey urged residents to reject efforts to scapegoat the transgender community. President Donald Trump ordered flags flown at half-staff nationwide through the end of the week. Acts of heroism. Witnesses described scenes of courage inside the church. Teachers shielded students with their bodies, older children pulled younger classmates to safety, and parishioners rushed to apply pressure to wounds until emergency crews arrived. They were heroes in the truest sense of the word, said Police Chief Brian O'Hara. Their actions saved lives. Looking ahead, the massacre has reignited debate over school safety and gun access in Minnesota, a state with some of the Midwest's stricter firearm laws. Community leaders say the priority now is healing and supporting the families most affected. Funeral services for the 2 children are expected to take place next week.